Welcome to this video where you will get a short introduction to Neets control system QueBec. It will show you how simple it is to use the QueBec, what design options you have with this control system, how I/Os can be used when configuring the control system, and of course I will demonstrate how easy it is to configure the QueBec. Neets control systems span a wide variety of capabilities, from QueBec to the feature-packed Delta. QueBec is Neets' most simple plug-and-play control system. Most of us have experienced how complicated and confusing it can be to start an AV system. Just to find out how to plug in your PC, find the right remote, or press the right buttons can be surprisingly difficult. But with the QueBec installed, it is actually not more than plugging in the cable. QueBec will then detect the signal, power on your system, and set the correct source. If you need a second source to your system, that can easily be added. The QueBec will detect the new signal. It will prioritize the signal and tell the display to switch to this source. If you disconnect the source you just added, or any other active source, the QueBec will detect that the signal is lost and inform the display to switch back to the active source. If both sources are disconnected, the QueBec will wait for another signal. If none is detected within a user-defined time, it will power down the display. This is how simple the Neets control system QueBec is to use. The QueBec comes in two variants. QueBec 2 has one VGA port and one HDMI port. QueBec 3 has two HDMI ports. Both QueBecs have one port that can be used as an RS-232 or infrared and three I/O ports. The I/Os can be used for a variety of equipment. Let me give you a few examples. Relays that can control a screen, lights, blinds, or many other things. I/O buttons. A lock that locks the system. Perfect in places such as a classroom or meeting rooms where only appointed persons have access to controlling the system. Or you can use motion sensors that power up your system when somebody is in the room, or shut it down if no movement has been detected for a user-defined time. Now let me show you how easy it is to configure a Neets QueBec in our software Neets Project Designer. First, you have to open a new QueBec project in Neets Project Designer, which I have already done here. In the center of the screen, you have a connection diagram for the control system. It is easy to see the available ports. To the left, you have an extensive library of device drivers that can be used with the control system. Find the device you will use in the list and drag it onto the required port. You can also find I/O devices in the device list. For this specific project, I do not have any I/O devices. Therefore, I will jump to the next step, which is adding functions to the project. This is done easily with the drag and drop functionality. Just drag sequences and drop them at the buttons. The first two buttons indicate what happens when a signal is detected on input 1 or 2. The last button is for the action that should happen when no signal is detected for a user-defined period of time. You add functions by dragging and dropping sequences to the buttons. You find sequences for the devices to the left. For input 1, I would like the display to switch to source HDMI 1. And for input 2, it should switch to HDMI 2. You will notice that I don't place any power sequences onto these buttons. This is because Neets control systems are designed to automatically make sure that your device is powered on before the source command is sent. You only need to add the power off sequence. You can of course set the power off delay as you prefer. These few steps are what it takes to configure a QueBec project. Now it only needs to be uploaded to the Neets QueBec. Thank you for watching. To learn more, please visit neets.dk.